Good morning. Good morning. We're not staying at the in-town suites, I promise. We're hanging out inside Results One. Good morning to you guys. We are live here on a Thursday, August 28th. This month is flying by. I am Trooper Steve, your traffic safety expert here at WKMG News 6. Oh, man. Yesterday, what a great interview. Wasn't Officer French cool, dude? Really cool guy. But I've got to ask you guys something. Gotta ask you something. Are you suffering from an extremely low speeds out on the highway? Maybe you're unsure of a turning signal. You occasionally forget that those mirrors on the side of your vehicle are there for you. Well, then today's live stream is your remedy to those symptoms of improper merging. This is going to be our yearly reminder of the do's and the don'ts of how you should be merging out on the highway. Yesterday, coming back out on the highway, it really got me that, you know what? We need to dive back into this. We need to have a discussion. And we did it last year. We're going to do it this year. We'll do it again next year. But if you do have those symptoms, don't worry. You're not alone out there. There are many people who need a prescription to fix things like this. And today, I'm going to be your prescription. So, we are going to hit the road. I have a nifty merging camera out there so that we can see what's going on. Nice little side shot here on Results One. But for now, until we get out on the highway, you're stuck with my mug. It is a beautiful day out here. Thursday, currently 85 degrees as we're cruising out here. We're going to hop onto I-4 and conduct some lovely merges up and off, what am I saying up for? On and off the highway a few times. And hopefully we won't see any crazies, but I have the feeling that we will. I'm going to actually slide into this lane for the intentional purpose of having to merge twice. So if you're joining us this morning, we are hanging out inside of Results One. We're going to merge, and we're going to merge as many times as we can. We're going to change lanes a few times, and we're going to talk about what you should and should not be doing. Number one, you are required to get up to speed when you are merging. So one of the do's of properly merging are getting up to speed. If you're trying to get up on the highway and the speed limit's 60 miles an hour, what are you doing 35 expecting people just to let you over? If this is hitting you at home, it's because you see these clowns out there. It's insane. So we're taking Results One out here. We're going to hit the road and we're going to do this. Also, just because it's a merge doesn't mean you shouldn't be signaling. A driver should know you should be getting someone's attention. Hey, I'm trying to get on over. So what we're doing this morning is we are going to demonstrate a few times of the merge. So first and foremost, let's cruise. We are left lane, left turn signal, making that turn onto a ramp here. And then we see that this lane's going to end. So we're going to properly merge, turning signal, and come right on over. That other driver giving us space to come over. It's teamwork whenever we're merging like this. So now I have a safe distance between the vehicle in front of me. I have a beautiful distance to the vehicle behind me. And now we are all properly merging. But we got to do it again, right? So we got to get on the main road. So I'm going to turn on my turning signal. I'm going to look on over. What are things looking like over there? Things look pretty good. I come on out and I merge into the main line. What did I not do? I didn't cross multiple lanes of traffic because you are only allowed to change one lane at a time. How many people we see people fly over? That is not the proper way you should be merging. So, wow, that guy was flying. You saw that one fly past me? Jeez. All right. So for the purpose of this demonstration, we are going to merge into the express lanes over here and get on in. and now we're in the express lanes, merging properly. What am I doing as I'm getting ready to come over? I'm looking at that back traffic. I'm catching up to the speed. My turning signal is on, and I am coming over. I'm already at the speed limit. This driver obviously doing way above the speed limit as they pass us here this morning. So pretty easy stuff when it comes to it, if you're taking the steps that we've always talked about here on Trooper Steve on Patrol. It is multiple little steps that allow a merge to be successful. It's not just turning signal, come over. No, it's visually observing whether or not another vehicle is there, activating your turning signal, getting up to speed, and then slowly coming in to the main line of traffic. There is zero right-of-way when merging. You do not have the right-of-way. Yes, as a driver on the other side, you should be courteous and allow that zipper effect to take place and to merge in, but you should not just be darting or forcing your way into traffic. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to exit the express lane so that we can merge again, right? All right, 60 miles an hour zone. I'm doing 60 miles an hour already. And we're going to merge into the main line of traffic. I'm looking at the vehicles behind me. My turning signal is on. I am up to speed. The right side is clear. And I'm merging on over. At no point in time am I not doing what? I am not impeding the flow of the other traffic. So if I come in, here, let me tell you guys something. If I was to come in to the main traffic and slow that traffic down to the point where it impeded a large portion of that flow, I can be pulled over for that. That is a ticketable offense because you just came in and slowed traffic down. How often has that happened to you? Probably a lot. So there are multiple ways to get pulled over for not merging properly. You just always got to make sure that you are situationally aware of what's going on. All right, so I exited here at 436 because I want to merge again, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to pop off here at the exit, pull a U-turn, and then come back over. But merging is the same thing. Here, we come out to the line. Now I want to get out into traffic, so I'm going to move. But I want to get over fast, so we want to possess each lane independently. Slowly get over, and then enter into the merge. Now look at this one. This has nothing to do with what we're doing today, but what can you see that is wrong with the vehicle in front of me? I'll give you guys a couple of moments just to take a little observation. Nissan Rogue directly in front of me. What is wrong with this vehicle? Obviously no turning signal. They have no brake lights. So Florida law requires a far left and a far right brake light. The center one is just extra. That one is not required by Florida law, and you are required to have a far left, far right. This driver in front of us, equipment violation. Now, of course, most people don't even know when those lights go out until you get pulled over. This is why I tell you, monthly inspections on your vehicle. You should schedule this stuff simply just to do a once over on your car. How hard is it to schedule one day you get off work, turning signals, walk around, headlights, brake lights, all that fun stuff. But Steve, how do I check my brake lights? Back up to your garage. Back up at work or something. Tap the brakes. You can see if they're working or not. I bet some of you, oh wow, yeah. Pretty simple stuff. None of this stuff needs to be hard. None of it needs to be difficult. What time is it? 10:09 in the morning if you're joining us this morning. We are doing our annual merge reminder, the do's and don'ts of highway merging. What did we cover already? Getting up to speed, signaling, single lane transitions at a time, and just because you're merging does not give you the right of way. Keep that in mind. You are getting invited to the party. You still have to knock on the door. They still have to let you in, and that's what's happening here. But if you invited them, Got to be nice and let them in. So obviously, when vehicles are coming in, we're not trying to speed up to impede that driver from merging. You're to do your job, not impede them from doing their job. So what are we waiting here right now? I'm waiting for this light to change so we can do a U-turn and hop back onto the highway so we can keep merging a few times. We're going to merge back on, then we'll merge off at the rest area, merge back on at the rest area. Hang on here for a hard U-turn. All right, let's up to speed. Some of you have messaged me about the sound of Results One, so hence why I have gotten louder over the past 2 months while in the vehicle. All right, right turn. Still, I'm in a turning lane. I still need my signal. All right, we're getting on to a vehicle. This turns into 2 travel lanes here. All right, so now, how do I know this lane's gonna merge? Because I'm looking at the signs above or further out. The lane says merge, turning signal. We're checking our lane here. We're moving over. I take possession of that lane. I hold it for a second, right? Now we're looking, is the other lane clear? As we go move over, turning signal, we've merged in properly. Now, obviously, not a lot of traffic here, not a lot of things going on, so it allowed for a pretty smooth transition. But the same rules would apply when it's busy out here. If someone was there, then I would not be merging into the travel lane, but I'd still be indicating that I'm trying to get over. And as the other driver, you should be kind and polite enough. If there's space, move your butt over. Give them some room. Clean that space up so that they can come in and everyone can then continue to flow with the traffic together. Pretty easy, at least in my mind. I don't know, this driving thing, we make it a lot harder than what it is a lot of the times, which is sometimes very confusing to me. But yeah. Check out this speeder here. This one's flying. Ready? 3, 2. Guy's cooking. And his little, or she's cooking her little bedazzled license plate. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so we're getting to the rest area up over here, and then we'll call it a day. We actually may get to see how other vehicles merge on here in just a second. I really wish our stream could be at 8 a.m. Genuinely. I genuinely wish that. Just so I could be in a little bit more traffic. But, hey, it is what it is. Alright, so nobody joining us this morning here on the side merge here. But if someone was, say, getting ready to come in on the right lane here, and if my left side is clear, why don't I just move over and give them the space that they deserve? They've had the decency to merge properly. Why can't I give them some space? Also, Florida move over law. This vehicle not moving over or slowing down. Vehicle on the side of the road with their hazard lights on. You are required to move over in the state of Florida. For years, that was only a first responder thing. So if you saw flashing lights up ahead, red or blue, or sanitation, things like that, you were required. But now Florida law has included people like us, you and me, that if we are broken down, hazard lights on, or a pedestrian is visible, you are required to move over. So make sure that we're adhering to that and we're paying attention to things like that while we're out on the road.
We have a question.
Oh, we have a question out there. What is the question?
You get a ticket for not proper lane changing on a highway.
All right, the all-knowing Kathleen coming in with a question this morning from our viewers. Can you get a ticket for improper lane change on a highway? Yes, you can. So a lot of people are like, well, it's just a highway. I'm out here by myself. No, if you're in and out of traffic and you're failing to signal, you can be pulled over for that. A lot of people think just because, oh, I'm out here by myself and I'm in and out of traffic. Well, no. If I or a law enforcement officer can still observe you, that means we are present. That means we're a vehicle out there. you would be required to still signal and still properly change lanes. So thanks for the question. A lot of people think they can just get out there and just drive around, especially 95 gets really congested. So no, still required to signal, still required to merge properly, all that fun stuff. All right, we pulled off into the rest area. This will make things a little interesting because we will get to observe a semi-truck attempt to merge. And I'm actually gonna stay a little further back for this because I want to be able to see it. I don't know where this car is going the wrong way. Yeah, wrong way. This is a one-way traffic only there, playa. All right, we'll follow this vehicle out. All right. So, here we go. Sorry guys, this is about why we do it live, because this is just, we go through the motions. 20 minutes of us hanging out together. All right, we're gonna observe this semi merge onto traffic. Uphill, speed limit is 60 miles an hour, and we're gonna watch to see how this takes place. We're looking for a turning signal. So my turning signal's on because we want to merge. The good thing is we have a semi-truck behind us doing the polite thing, allowing us to merge into traffic. Exactly what I suggested earlier. Beautiful. We take up one lane. Tow truck driver has their turning signal on. They move over, and the other semi-truck driver even cleared a lane so that we could all properly merge together. This was probably the most flawless merging I've ever seen with large vehicles. Now, could it be that there's a large news truck behind them and with multiple cameras and they want to be cautious? Absolutely. I don't care. That's how it should be done. Everyone worked together, both the merging and the drivers already out in the right-of-way. Signal was used, single lane changes. People cleared lanes to give space for other drivers, and what happened? No brakes were used, and everyone flowed properly together. That's what I'm talking about, guys. All right, so if you're out there and about today, make sure you are merging properly. Make sure that you're being kind, you're using your turning signal, and the most important part about all of this, you are getting up to the speed that you need to be within your merge area. Well, I drive a Corolla. Your Corolla can do it. I drive a Kia. Kia's nowadays faster than my personal car. So no excuse. Drive safely. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later.